Hi, Gary here from MrG Shave, back from my little break for obvious reasons for my Wednesday straight shave. Yeah, it's been a hard week really. Before I start, I think this is straight shave number 74. Yeah, it was a bit of a shock on Thursday when it was announced that the Queen had passed. I don't know what to say really. Everything seems less important. And I wanted to take the time out to see the proceedings, and I'm recording this early-ish so that I can stop doing what I'm doing and watch the procession this afternoon at 2:22 when the Queen's coffin makes its way to Westminster. But yeah, it's weird. Everything is a bit strange. Everybody's a bit quieter. I've been to the pub a couple of times, and it was subdued in there. And people, yes, there were people talking about it, but I think there were a lot of people avoiding talking about it. So, you know, and I've been out and I've been into Royal Leamington Spa and places like that, and yeah, it's the same. Everything seems a little bit subdued. I think we've all taken the Queen for granted in our lives. You know, I've never known anything else. My mother knew the previous king. I mean, she is 90 after all. But yeah, what can I say? She was one of the foundation stones of UK society and Britain as a whole, and many people may not agree with that, but that's the way I feel. And it just feels that one of the stilts or one of the supports of the United Kingdom has been taken away, and it's been replaced by Charles, but we've yet to see how strong a foundation stone he will be. I think he'll be good. He's had the longest apprenticeship of any prince ever. So yeah, with that, I'm going to carry on with my shave. I'm not going to do it in silence, I'll talk through it, but I may not do a Monday shave next week because it is the day of the funeral, and I'm definitely going to watch that. So, you know, I may get it done first thing in the morning. It is a bank holiday here, so I'll try and get up and do it in the morning so that I've got the rest of the day to watch the funeral. But if I don't post up next Monday, please forgive me. I know I've got a whole list of Battle of the Blades to do and other requests. But yeah, that's the way it is. So, right, with that, I decided to try with the shave gear that I've got to sort of pay respect to the Queen. It's very difficult, but you know, I haven't got a lot of gear that sort of makes it royal, but I'm using this heritage brush from Yaqi, heritage style brush from Yaqi. I forget the actual name of this brush, but my head's a bit all over the place at the moment, as you can well imagine. It's a 24mm synthetic, and obviously with the black, it's sort of a sign. The razor, I'm not using a bowl today. I'm using a cream. But yeah, the razor that I'm going to use today is my 8/8 Wade & Butcher, the Celebrated. And the obvious reason why I've used the Celebrated razor, she was celebrated throughout her life. And she's certainly being celebrated now that she's passed. So that's the razor today. And I may as well just get on with the shave because I'm using a cream and I'll be face lathering. So let's get some water on the subject. Just prime it. The Pre-shave I couldn't find anything related to royalty, but I'm just using Pears soap, glycerin based. I'm going to use quite a bit of this because the soap that I'm using probably isn't slick enough, but it was the only soap that I felt paid tribute. So so let's rub that in. I did see the Queen once, well probably more than once, I can't remember, but I remember seeing her in a carriage with the horse guards and everything, going through Windsor Great Park. I moved to, or my family moved for work to Old Windsor, which basically is right next to Windsor Great Park. And we used to take our dog, it was a Dalmatian, used to take our dog to the park for his walks, and sometimes we'd see the Queen driving in a Land Rover, or you know, never saw her riding on her own, I don't think, but I remember her going past in a carriage. So yeah, I have seen her. She didn't see me, I don't think. She didn't, you know, I was just there with my father walking the dog. So but yeah, I was lucky enough to spend, I think we lived in Old Windsor for about 18 months. So I did see quite a lot of London in my youth. I would have been 9-10 years old. And then we moved up to Birmingham. And the rest is history. I went off to Germany and came back, and I'm here now. So, but yeah, have any of you ever had the opportunity to see or meet and talk to the Queen? That would be interesting. I know a lot of you are from abroad, but that doesn't necessarily mean you haven't been here and you haven't had reason or opportunity to speak to the Queen. But yeah, I haven't shaken this brush out properly. It's got too much water in the inside. That's the one thing I would say with the Yaqi brushes, is you should remember not to just squeeze them out, but shake them as well. Otherwise you'll get drops of water dripping down your t-shirt. So did I show you? I don't think I showed you what the soap was, did I? I don't know. Beautiful scent, not strong, but either way, a lovely scent. Let me just clean off the top with the water on it. It's Taylor of Old Bond Street, Royal Forest, and that sort of ties in because you had the Queen's canopy, which is a drive she had to plant trees and all over the world. And so the Royal Forest really does make me think of the Queen. I'm going to add some more water to this. But yeah, so yeah, if any of you have met the Queen to actually talk to, or even just seen her somewhere, put it down in the comments below. She was an amazing lady, and I very much doubt there'll be another like her. Certainly not in my lifetime. You know, the longevity of her rain is incredible when you think about it. And we've just celebrated a platinum jubilee. A few months back, what, 3 months? Something like that. And I have to admit, I didn't really watch much of that. I wouldn't call myself a royalist. But I do appreciate what they do for the country. So here we go. First pass. Spine down, blade down, spine out 2 widths. Oh, I've just caught my ear. Fantastic. Is that bleeding a lot? It is. First stroke, I caught the top of my ear. Just right up there, just on, you can see it, look. I'm going to put some styptic on that to see if it'll stop it. I'm hoping this will do the job, but I definitely caught it, a good one. Nearly lopped my ear off. I'm hoping that will do the job. Right, where was I? So still going with the grain. Bit more careful of the other ear. Great shave. So yeah, I think I was talking about the soap. This is not a soap that I would normally use for a straight shave because I don't think they're slick enough. But because of what's happened, I decided that was the soap I was going to use regardless. And it's doing okay. It's not giving me as comfortable a shave as I'd normally have. I mean, it could be that the soap's not got enough lubrication yet, but I should have added more water, I can see that now. But it was already beginning to bloop down my t-shirt, so I thought, well, maybe. And I don't normally use creams for my straight shaves. I much prefer to use soaps because they are slicker. Apart from maybe the Body Shop Macaroot, that's pretty slick. That I'd be quite happy to use. But yeah. So across the grain on this side is straight up. So what are you doing at the moment? Are you, you know, I mean, I guess those of you in the UK, I mean, most of us are still working and, you know, going about our daily business, but I bet there's a bit of different atmosphere in your place of work. Just going to clean this, I've got no space left on my cloth. Have you noticed a different atmosphere here in the UK? Is there a different atmosphere abroad? I mean, in the Commonwealth countries, I mean, they must be feeling, you know, certainly some people, maybe not as many as here in the UK. I don't know. I know, you know, a lot of the Commonwealth countries have given their own tributes to the Queen. But even outside of the Commonwealth, she had such an effect on the whole world. God, I've nicked myself there as well. I didn't even feel that one. I mean, you'll see the amount of dignitaries and sort of officials and prime ministers and diplomats that are going to be attending a funeral. It's going to be a huge security operation. Absolutely massive. Incredible security. Right, more water. Can't believe I've done that. Let's put a bit of styptic on that one then. I think there was a little pimple there actually. I haven't had to use my styptic in ages. It looks like I need more on my ear as well. But yeah, what a week that was. A new Prime Minister. 2 days later the Queen dies. It's like a new beginning, isn't it? It's like the whole structure of the UK has changed. It's a weird feeling. Oh, what am I doing? It's against the grain. Wrong side. Let's reapply some lather. This is against the grain on this side. I'm cutting myself everywhere today. I'm not focusing on what I'm doing, I don't think. I didn't feel that one either. Not a good one today. You know, when I've made too many mistakes. Which is disappointing, but it's no big deal. I mean, they'll stop. The blade's still very sharp. I've used this one a few times, I must admit. It's difficult really when you're thinking about what to say and what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Not that I'd ever say anything inappropriate about the Queen. We're going to miss her. That's all I can say. We're definitely going to miss her. And we'll have to wait and see what Charles III is going to be like as a king. He's already said he's not going to be as outspoken as he was when he was a prince. But yeah, so pick up pass. It's a good and a bad shave all in one. I don't think I've lost this much blood since I think it was my shave of the day number 15 was the famous one where I really sliced myself with the Feather Artist Club. I think still got a bit here. That's interesting. Don't know how I missed that. And then the usual spots. Right, well I've made a bit of a mess of that. Sorry for the blood, folks. But that's actually not too bad. I would say that's a really good shave for a straight razor, apart from here where I always have a problem. But other than that, it's BBS. So I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. All cut up. That's just running down. So I'll try and stop that with the Allen block now. But first it's the rinse. So nice cold rinse. Get my cloth nice and wet. Right, let's have a look. Let's get the Allen block on it. Here we go. Not stinging as badly as I thought it would. It's only about a 2. But I did put some styptic on it. So that's probably why it stung quite a lot when I put that on. Try and get it on my ear as well. That's burning. It's burning down here quite a bit. Yeah, am I recording? Yes, I am recording. I had to make sure I was recording the audio. I might be trying a new microphone. I like to play, I like to experiment, see if I can improve the quality of the video and the sound. So I'm going to get some DJI microphones. It's a wireless microphone, and sort of stick it somewhere on my t-shirt, hopefully not getting it too wet. But, you know, I'll give it a go. So yeah, that I think has stopped. So I'm going to wipe this off. And let's go with the Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. Put some on my dome as well. Not that I've shaved my dome, but it's just I like using it. So, and then the aftershave, I haven't really, well, I suppose I could have used Spitfire. I've only just thought of that, but it wouldn't really go with the soap, so I decided to go with Marks and Spencer's, which is a well-known brand over here. Gentleman's Woodspice original. So we'll give that a little blast, and it's sort of the box that it comes in has the colours. You've got Royal Forest and Marks and Spencer's Woodspice. They kind of go together, don't they? Ish. But yeah, lovely scent off this. And then I'm going to finish it off with Bulldog Sensitive Aftershave Balm. I don't think there's much of a scent to this. Let's give it a shake. Way too much. Way too much. I needed about a quarter of that. I just squeezed too hard. Said the vicar to the prostitute. Not time for jokes, really. But yeah. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of, I guess it's my tribute shave to the Queen. What can I say? You know, it's going to be an interesting few days. I will be back on Friday for my head shave, and I will be doing my Saturday shave. But I'm not sure about Monday because that's the day of the Queen's funeral. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get a chance not only to record it, but to then edit it and put it up on YouTube. You know, obviously the priority for me will be the Queen's funeral. So watch this space is what I say. All right, I will see you now on Friday for the head shave. Bye now.